the Rasmus Andersson deal.
Yeah.
Interested.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised by it. Obviously it's been speculated forever that it was going to be Vegas. White Cloud, I think, is a good player, first round pick, whatever. I don't know much about the Weeb kid. What do you think this means for the Oilers? How much better did Vegas get because of this?
Rasmus Andersson in his career against the Oilers is -6.
Also, he is, by the way, the all-time leader in plus minus with -38
for the Flames
in a season.
Yeah. I mean, did they get better? Yeah. It's also pretty funny, and this is what scares me maybe even more than the fact that they acquired Andersson. They gained $500,000 in cap space by doing this trade.
I know.
They're not done.
So
Kelly McCrimmon ain't sitting there with the bat on his shoulder thinking, you know what? I'll take my chances. They want nothing more than to beat the Oilers this spring, and they're going to move heaven and high water. I think that's the saying.
Yep.
They're going to move whatever they need to move to get another piece. They are getting Braden Shen. I'm telling you all this right now. I don't know who they're trading. I don't know how they're making it work. They are getting Braden Shen. I don't know how they're going to do it. I really don't.
I think one thing that's interesting is when I don't think people portray the Oilers as like an aggressive team in comparison to Vegas, who are the ultimate team. Like them in Florida are 1-2, and that's why they have a couple of Stanley Cups to their names, the three of them between them. But I also think Edmonton is fully capable of going all in as well, and isn't just sat here on their hands like we've seen. And I think that portrayal is wrong of people. What I will say about Vegas is I think their blue line is still solid. Obviously, Shea Theodore, Noah Hannafin, Rasmus Andersson isn't nothing. They're missing Braden McNabb right now, but I still think the Oilers could beat them in a 7-game series because I don't think that blue line is as good as it needs to be. I think the Oilers' blue line is better.
Yeah, I agree.
I do. I think the Oilers' depth is a little bit better. I think they stretch it out a little bit different than what the Oilers do, where like Thomas Hurdle's their third line center, but they're two wingers right now. Like Keegan Colasar and Braden Bowman in their fourth line. I don't even know who their fourth line center is. So I do believe the Oilers can go head to head against them and still come out on top, but I think the Oilers would still need to go and make a move or two.
Yeah, I think that's fair. They need to at some point activate Braden McNabb off LTIR. And then they also have William Karlsson, who I'm assuming is coming back at some point.
They say he might be done for the playoffs.
Well, and then it came out that he's not going to do surgery.
Okay,
so maybe he's either way. I think they'll find a way to keep getting better, and that's what scares me is that this move definitely doesn't preclude them from going out and continuing to add. They're a good organization, man. And I know everyone calls it like, oh, it's cutthroat, it's this, it's that. Like I had Gary Lawless on today, and the way he honestly kind of phrased it was like, and I am paraphrasing here, but it's kind of like. I listened to him talk, and I'm like, every organization would act the way Vegas does if they could.
The Vegas just been able to do it.
Yeah.
That's why I never liked the argument of like, the Oilers never utilize LTIR. They've never had anyone injured. They don't lose guys. Well, yeah. You know, like they had a Van de Kane.
They did it.
And they did it. Yeah. They got Frederick and they got Wallman. Did it work? That's for you to decide. But it's not like they've just been like, well, Darnell Nurse is out. And now all of a sudden, we have $9 million to spend. It's like, no, it's not works like that for them. But I think moves in the past, like, sure, hasn't benefited them, but like, I still think Edmonton has taken advantage of certain situations.
Yeah, I think so too. And again, the Oilers have also, to their credit, been a pretty aggressive hockey team.
They signed Roslovic for $1.5 million.
Yeah,
and arguably the best signing in the league.
And again, like Vegas, I think can get away with certain things because everybody will still want to play in Vegas at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I think Edmonton in their cup window can do that, but like, you know, Buffalo can't operate the same way Vegas does.
No,
because if Buffalo gets a bad reputation, guys are gonna be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna play for you guys anymore."
Yeah,
like that's very easy to understand. I don't know.
Ryan says it too. The Oilers did it and got investigated.
Well, I mean, that's a whole nother thing. Yeah.
Maybe don't do it with Evander Kane, I guess, is kind of the point. But I think the Oilers have done fine. I think Stan Bowman will be aggressive. I don't know what he does. Like you mentioned Brady Shen to Vegas. I kind of think him being an Oiler would also be great. Like I want to flip this. I'm trying to flip this idea in my head of like, these older players come from these teams where they seem to have no juice and seem to be able to find a way. I think Brady Shen could be that guy.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Every Day, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.